Rhino Nation, and Attacks with Rin, right? Is that who we have on board today?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Hey! So, for those of you who don't know, Rin actually is also in Rhinos. Yes, it's true. He's in Rhinos and Bearcats. Beast in both. And mainly Town Hall 10 in Rhinos, but we've done this a few times. Maybe this is only the second time, kind of do a little dual action. Yeah, and it's pretty fun. So we decided, you know what? And this is Rin's word. Let's do a little Midweek Funsies war recap. Why not?
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little Midweek Funsies.
I like it better when you say it, I think.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just rolls off your tongue better. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the attacks from the war that just ended, and let's go ahead and just look at the recap just to see what happened there. Oh yes, nice, 70 to 66, pretty commanding. We did a nice job. I think our 9 started off a little bit slow, but we came back, and then you and Ro, right, both had fresh hit Town Hall 10s that kind of just made him worry, I'm sure, right off the bat.
Yeah, I kind of set the pace for the big boys on this war.
It really did. And these guys are in, I think it's EWL, is that correct?
Yeah, they're EWL, and I think they're in no dip as well.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, they're no slouches. But this was a great war for us to kind of get our feet wet and get ready for the weekend. So we have some pretty cool attacks that we're going to go ahead and look at. We're going to go ahead and try to storm through a bunch of them too. So I believe we have 5 Town Hall 9s and then 2 10v10s. So should we just go ahead and go for this?
Let's dive right in.
Let's do it. Now we're going to go ahead and start with the first attack, which Q, who's one of our Town Hall 9s, he's also a CWL admin. He came in and is like, do you guys mind if I try this new attack that I've been testing? Sure, why not? So let's take a look at this one. We're going to go ahead and replay on number 21 with Afterglow, aka Q, and look at this comp that he has. 4 dragons, 20 hogs, and he's doing some kind of suicide hero thing here at the beginning. Have you ever seen this kind of attack before?
I had not seen anything like this until we did a potluck this week against Castaways from MLCW, and they did about 6 attacks like this. And we were like, what is this comp that they're running? And they crushed every base they attacked with it.
Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, when the ADs are set to the other side, I mean, it's set up for it, right? You can go ahead and, especially on this one, because the Royals are on the edge, so you can just go ahead and use the Dragons to take out pretty much the CC and the Royals and make a nice little path for your Hogs. And I'm pretty sure I saw this on either Cleric Dragoon or Echo Through Me from a CWL war.
One of them had it.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened here. And so he's been, of course, you know, Q also has another account, Northwatcher, so that's why he's been practicing it. And I gotta admit, it's a pretty cool attack. Kind of reminds me of the old school Hogan days in some ways. So here come the Hogs. He only has, you know, 1 dragon left, but no problem because he has how many heals? 3 heals. He made a nice little a pattern there, so he has an L left. Already hit 2 giant bombs. He's got another heal going down. And bonus, Hound in the CC, so he's not really worried too much about that. The only thing I remember when I was watching this, I was thinking, is he gonna put his cleanup down pretty soon, or what's gonna happen here? But he was cool under pressure. He didn't really care.
Yeah, he just kind of crushed his base. It looked like that dragon was going to come after that Hound, and then it found a Sam in the middle of the base and disappeared, so the Hound just kind of keeps on following the Hogs.
Yeah, so it actually worked out fine that happened, because now you have Mr. Slow-Mo Hound rolling through the base with nothing really to harm the Hogs. Here come a couple Skellies, but he has a poison ready for that, and I'm sure he will be putting down his... There they go, the Goblins and the Archers pretty quickly here. So let's go ahead and fast forward through this one because he has everything down that he needs to. And cool attack, Mr. Q. I'm sure we will see that again from him in the future. So that's it for that one. Moving on up, right? Let's just go ahead and go right into number 18 with B, and I'll let you take it over. So let's go ahead and press replay and check this one out.
Yeah, this was a really nice attack here by B. He's just coming in with the shattered entry with the golems here, and then he's got a bunch of hogs and the CC hogs as well, so no bowlers on this one. He's just going to jump right in, no wall breakers, and go for the royals pretty much.
Yeah, I like using this. I've used it a couple times recently, you know, with no bowlers. When you can get the king and the queen with just a jump, it actually works really well because you have 3 heals left for the hogs, and again, with the way that people are trying to defend against witches and some of those types of things, hogs can just destroy a base.
Yeah, you can see he already got rid of the Tesla and the exterior giant bomb there up at about 3 o'clock. So that's 1 giant bomb down, and he's got 3 heals for 1 heal per giant bomb. He's going to absolutely crush the space.
I know, he really is.
He gets a little unlucky with the Hound being in CC, but his BK is able to jump over to take out that Archer Queen there because it jumps the wall.
Yeah, that helps big time. Otherwise, it could have possibly been a nightmare, but at least, you know, like you said, his king was still up and ready to go ahead and take her down.
Yeah, so he's going to just start throwing in some hogs pretty much now here and picks off the cannon there, and then he's just going to pretty much 2-finger drop everything there and drops the CC hogs in, and everything's just going to meet up and just storm right across the base.
Yeah,
got a couple.
He just has a straight line left, right? So.
Yeah. He's very graceful on these heals. As you can see, he's overlapping his first 2 heals there because he doesn't really have much of this base left.
No, he doesn't. So he can be generous.
Yeah, the middle of the base there only has that 1 cannon, so he doesn't need anything for there. And then the backside, he's got that bomb tower and the wizard tower, so naturally you need a heal for there. And then not a whole lot left on this base after he takes out this.
No, let's go ahead and fast forward it because you can see that he is screaming through this, and Mr. B has been on vacation, I believe, for like a month, and he comes back. First war, I think both wars he got 6-packs. So just
casual
like old
6-packs after vacation.
Exactly. Yeah, just doo. Here I am. So nice job, B. So I do like that attack though with the 3 heals. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move it up to number 16, and this is one of my rare 3 stars lately. I have been in a rut, but I was pretty happy with this one. Let's go ahead and watch this. This was actually a cleanup attack. Leroy did the same attack, and poor guy ended up getting, you know, the dreaded 99, so I had to come in here and try to clean that up. And sometimes the 99s are the hardest to clean up, especially in an attack like this with TDH, because he watch the wall breaks I have to try to do here. He did some crazy wall breaking. So the first one comes right here to open up the wall so that I can get access to both of those ADs. And I already knew that as long as that wizard tower on the bottom there where the king is stayed up, that it would pull the archer queen back down. So as long as I didn't put too many wizards down there and left that wizard tower up, then I knew once she went in, she wouldn't go, you know, bounce out and go back up, that she would get pulled down from that wizard tower. So sure enough, watch this. I'll get another rage going here in just a minute. And I went ahead and did the rage because there's a giant bomb right by the wizard tower, and I did not want to have the old queen low on health. Sure, she's fine. Then you hit the giant bomb and it's all over.
Yeah. Classic ability into giant bomb trick.
Exactly. Yeah. So thank goodness I went ahead and put that down. And right here, she ended up hitting a different wall than what Leroy's did. So I had to kind of think, okay, I'm not going to have a ton of time left. You know, you get that magic about 1:30 and you know you got to start your loons. So I went ahead and broke open that wall down below to get the other AD once she bounces back out, but I knew I was going to have to go ahead and start my loons. So if you got to start your loons and the queen's down and you don't have a skelly, at least if you have a couple rages, if you start the Lalo on the opposite side and hope for the hounds to pop, or maybe just have a huge amount of loons there to come crashing down right on her head, then you should be good to go. And that's what I decided to do. So you'll see. So again, you know, from this point, I'm doing completely different attack than what he did. And I'm just going to zoom in because you'll see there's the queen, there's my rage, and kapowie right on the head. No problem. The pups get her. And all I have to do is worry about with TDH following up with all my minions and good to go. So, yay, that felt nice.
Pretty much swagged your hound there as well.
I did,
Didn't really
yeah.
do a whole lot.
Not really. So we'll go ahead and fast forward just to get through here. And done. 3-star. And this was late in the war. Sometimes on the weekdays things happen during the week, and so I woke up this morning, had to get my attack in early this morning. So that was early morning 3-star. Nothing like it. How about number 14? You ready to watch Aussies and give us the lowdown there?
Yeah, let's check it
All
out.
right, let's replay it.
He's coming in with a similar thing to what B did. He's just going to throw down an absolutely enormous funnel. Like, this thing is insane what he's doing here.
He really, he is awesome right now. He's been practicing a lot. Is it stoned? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the stoned entry for this one.
Yeah, look at all of the stuff that he's just going to clean up here.
He's going to have about 35% before he even enters the base on this.
And if I remember, go ahead.
Queen funnel as well. He uses queen to funnel because that CC is a hound, but he's going to get a little bit unlucky because his kill squad is too slow getting in there, so the queen is going to lure the hound over instead of his kill squad luring.
Oh. It was good of him to think of that, though. You know, sometimes people don't think of that, to make sure to keep your queen on the outside when there's a hound. She can usually get a little bit more value.
Yeah, exactly. And he doesn't have a heal for his hogs on this one, so it's a very heavy kill squad with your Sui queen on the outside, except he gets hilariously unlucky, and then he's going to pop that hound. But he's got the 2 poisons for it to help him out there. So his hogs are going to come in from 6 o'clock, work their way kind of clockwise around the base and onto the back side. He's got 2 golems left still tanking out in front.
His kill squad just really, I mean, it could have almost taken the base down by itself.
Yeah, he probably could have just surgically dropped a couple hogs in to pick things off and would have got her done.
Yep. Yeah, that was a nice attack.
Absolutely crushed.
Yeah, he's very good at that attack at stoned. I'm not always as good at picking out that type of attack, but he's got it down. Like you said, that funnel was crazy. So nice job, Aussie. Fast forwarding it to the end there. Let's go ahead and let's watch one more Town Hall 9 attack before we get into the 10s. So we're going to go ahead and move it up to number 12 with I Need Loot. And I love that name. It's funny.
Yeah, it's such a good name.
Yeah, it's a good one. So here's Loot coming in. Let's go ahead and press replay and watch number 12. This was actually, I attempted this attack first. This same entry. He started with his queen over a little bit farther, which actually works out pretty well until he gets over by the AD. You'll see that his healers start to get picked off a little bit, but he was just trying to make sure that he could get all of the side there and have a good entry for his queen, because he's going to end up wall breaking in that archer tower right with the BK compartment. So starts in here, and you'll see some Teslas are going to pop in a minute. There we go with the rage. Here goes the king, and you know, again, this is another TDH attack, and what you try to do with the king is to tank some defenses so that you can sneak in some wall breakers. And watch how he sneaks the wall breakers in here right in between the Tesla farm with the skellies and everything else going on. He just sneaks it right in. Let's see, come on, put him down. I know you're going to. There you go. So all of that chaos going on, giant bomb, he still gets him down, and here comes a hound. Wah, wah. Whenever you're doing a queen walk, don't you just hate that?
Yeah, it's pretty much just a buzzkill. It slows you down 20 seconds or so.
It is a complete buzzkill, but he does a good job, and luckily, look at how all of the pups just kind of converged right around the middle there. That was nice to be able to get the poison in all of them. And because the way that he did his wall break there, he was able to easily pick off that expo, and then he's going to have a nice little compartment to go to later to help with the cleanup. So he's going to wait just a little bit longer before he puts his loons down. Again, with TDH, it's good right around the minute 30 or so to start thinking about, you need to get those loons and minions going. So here he goes. Gets that last AD down, perfect, and watch where the queen goes. Is she gonna follow over? Yes, she is. So because she goes all the way across the base, the enemy queen, his loons now are fine to go ahead and take out all of those defenses, and he does a really nice job spreading everything out.
Yeah, it would have been really nice to have a Skelly on this one, but he's still able to make do because his queen's gonna eventually work his way over and take out the enemy queen there.
Yep, no problem.
Started the cleanup nice and early. Minions spread around the entire base there for the cleanup.
Yeah, he did great. Fantastic job. And I believe he may have had a 6-pack. I think we had a couple 6-packers. I guess I'll go back and check that out before we're done, just to make sure that I get everybody their rightful due on video. So good job, Loot. Are we ready to check out these awesome Town Hall 10 attacks that you guys did? I'll let you take the lead because they were both fresh hits, and again, super important to the win on this one.
All right, yeah, so JP absolutely crushed number 8 with Hogs, so I checked out number 9 there.
All right.
So we'll dive in and take a look at 9.
Let's check out 9 with you.
And JP got me all giddy with the Hogs, so I figured I'd try something with the Hogs as well.
Why not? They kill it at Town Hall 10.
Yeah, they're so fun. When I was checking out this base, I didn't know what side I wanted to enter from. I knew I was going to do a jump entry. I didn't know if I wanted to jump into the queen or if I wanted to jump over the BK. I figured that there'd be Teslas around the BK.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't as many as I thought, but I still got really good value. The baby dragon funnel is absolutely amazing on this because it took out the camp, the hut, and the mortar there, so the golems didn't walk. And then the only place for those golems to go is right into the middle of the base.
Yeah, that worked out great. And that's the classic, I think it's One Hive Gazette that talks about, kind of making like a little bowl, essentially, for your kill squad to go in when you're using bowlers, and that was perfect.
Yeah, so I normally only bring CC bowlers, but I think I brought 4 or 5 bowlers just to work on the bounce a little bit, because you get those archer towers to make sure that everything headed in and my queen didn't walk on me.
Right.
She's able to just pretty much set up a little fort in the middle of the base there. Just had those 2 singles, so I started the Hogs really early.
Mm-hmm.
And all that's in the middle there is the enemy queen and 1 Tesla, so my queen's actually able to take out the backside Inferno Tower, which I think saves me a lot on this, on pathing on the backside.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure there was a giant bomb in there because there was one on the bottom side as well.
Yeah, I agree. That worked out for the best for sure. And nice job with the poison for the skellies. That's important.
Yeah, it's always crucial to have that. And I only used 2 heals on my Hogs on this one. I've literally never done that once at Town Hall 10, but I figured why not? I threw one down on my kill squad there because the 2 bomb towers that I was entering in on.
Right.
But then Lady Luck helps me out pretty good on this attack here. As you can see, everything is gone except for a couple cleanup troops, the bowlers, and the BK. They just magically walked out of the base on me and just cleaned up down from about 7 o'clock all the way around. And luckily there were some things to target the town hall, and the things in the middle of the base there, those bowlers and the wizards did good.
Yeah, if I would have, I don't think I saw this live, but if I would have saw this live, I would have thought, I don't know if he's going to be able to get it because, the king can't really reach anything inside. So that archer tower is just going to do a job on him.
Yeah, and then the cannon on the backside was a little dicey because eventually my Barb King does go down here, and those bowlers, fortunately there wasn't a giant bomb outside of that gold storage up at 11 o'clock there, because that would have been a nice 99% wipe for me, which would have really grinded my gears, but was able to get the bounce and stuff on it, and it was all good.
Awesome job. It feels good to get a 10v10, let alone a fresh 10v10, so great job on that one.
Yeah, it felt really good. It's been a grind at Town Hall 10 lately.
Yeah, I mean, I know at the beginning we thought the nerf might be, a bad thing, but it really at least keeps it so that 10 is somewhat likable.
Yeah, it's amazing what the shifting meta did to
Yeah, it really
Did with
is.
the Inferno change. Well, I might as well jump in and take a look here at JP on 8.
Yep, let's do this last one here.
I was an absolute huge fan of the funnel that he did on this base. Like, the entry is absolutely gorgeous. There was a couple archers around the outside of the base just to kind of work on percent and get those Teslas popping nice and early. He only uses 2 wizards to funnel this base, which is insane. You never see this at Town Hall 10 because there's always defenses on the outside. That'll
Yeah,
pick you off.
if I'm just checking the range of a lot of stuff, I can see where he was probably just going, oh my gosh, look at all the value I can get with these wizards.
Yeah, and then he's got the little moat or whatever you want to call it there, the little dip in the base, so the jump gets you literally to the core, and I mean, it's game over once you get to the core that easy. Get some raged up boulders in the middle of the base, and it's lights out.
Yep, it was a nice jump because that kind of jump can be easy to just miss by a tile, but he did a really good job of that.
Yeah, and he makes sure he uses that BK ability right away before the Inferno Tower ramps up on him. It does lock on the BK before it can get any of the barbs, but BK almost survives for the whole duration. Then he's going to just throw in his hogs here from 9 o'clock, slowly working around. He's got those CC hogs as well. He's a big fan of using the hogs in the CC. Just going to keep working around. He's got 2 more heals left, so he's going to throw the first one down on this bomb tower. I believe he's going to find a giant bomb on the outside of the base, which is kind of annoying because a bunch of his hugs jump out to the Tesla there. Yeah, he finds one there.
Yeah, there it is. But he still has a heal, so he knows as long as they can jump out, jump back in, he's good.
Yeah, and he's probably got 15 hogs or so left at this point, and all that's left is 3-point defenses, and it's pretty impressive attack here. He's got a couple goblins for cleanup. Always fun to use goblins on your cleanup. Very good value for one space.
Yep.
And this base is crushed.
Very impressive. And I'm telling you, these Town Hall 10 attacks for CWL, super important. If you can get 2 or even better 3, you have a good chance of winning.
Yeah, it's pretty much how you win or lose the game now. In Big Wars is Town Hall 10 play.
It definitely is. So awesome attack, JP. Let's go back really quick before we stop and make sure that I note any one of the 6-packers before we are done here. Let's see here. It looks like Emmy got a 6-pack. I need loot. Blue, of course. B. And that's it. So we had 4 of them. So that's pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, nothing wrong with 4.
No, nothing wrong at all. Cool. So I think that wraps it up. I'm sure we're 20 minutes or so. Looks like maybe 23 minutes, but it's not bad. Not bad for a nice little evening for funsies.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Can you say funsies one more time for me?
Funsies.
Okay, good. All right, well, I think that does it for this time. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure also to check out Attacks with Rin, his channel. I'll go ahead and put the link, and I don't know if you want to post this on your channel as well, but we'll make sure to do this again. We got to make sure to do it again, don't we?
Yeah, we gotta.
All right. So that's it for this time. We will see you after the CWL weekend.